Hello and welcome back. Today, U.S. coronavirus cases became a record high of over 30 million cases. But even before that, we remember we shared some kind of doomed feelings, like the whole world was heading towards the dead end. In addition to that, I bet many of you people felt every day in your own lives something is wrong. There are things that seem against the reason. So today, I would like to talk about two major causes that are making today's world and society wrong. As usual, first I would like to talk about examples and introduction. Then I would like to move into analysis and give you a clear values that you can get from watching this video lecture. Okay, my name is Dr. Samurai. I am a professor specialized in international social pathology and also a active prison counselor of 20 years experience and have been continuous exchanges with extreme prison friends in the US. From down under, I would like to provide you clear values at each video lectures. So let's get back to what we have started. Can you remember what was happening before this coronavirus started? Ms. Greta Thunberg was talking about climate crisis, ocean plastics, global warming, and wildfires. So many extinctions of animals, and on and on and on. The societies all over the world were showing the signs of heading towards apocalypse. Right? Do you remember that? But once this coronavirus started, all those things were washed away. Now, we are kind of starting to see the ending light of this corona pandemic. We will have to face all those problems again. Also, now many of you are working online, not actually showing up at your workplace. But before that, how was your life? Was there perfectly all right? I don't think so. Like, boss was very bossy to order you things, and they give higher evaluations to those who flatter with him or her. Those people who don't work but working on the stock market or making higher money, and many individual restaurants and shops which were very good or closing and taken over by franchised shops and restaurants. And people seem to have become more selfish, complains a lot more, and those with the louder voices win and get what they want. And canceling cultures, especially on media, for over very subtle, tiny reasons, something was becoming very wrong. I think most of you share that feeling with me. What do you think the reason was? So now let's enter into analysis of all those problems we were facing before this corona pandemic. Though today's lesson is going to be relatively short, this is one of the most important minute lecture of mine. One thing is, in society, people are becoming more possessive of their own things. Why is that? And all those racial problems and international problems, why do those things happen? The answer is sectionalism. I know everybody knows this term, but sectionalism actually means like everybody is only interested in their own things and don't care about others. It's like us and them mentality. So they complain passionately once something negative happens to their own possession or their territory, like a helicopter parent. Once schools deal with their kids negatively, they attack with full might. Neighbor troubles, like bad relation to the neighbor living across the street. Those things happened before too, but there are far more cases happening today. And all those racial tensions are part of it. We are white, or we are Asian, we are black, and stuff like that. They are more territorial. That's one thing. And the second thing is biophobia. The day before yesterday, I was watching this TV program, and it was on dragonflies. You know dragonflies? Kids that were shown actual dragonflies were intimidated by that. The same thing is happening. Like when I go to beach in summer, there are pigeons. And the kids, little kids, probably age around 3 or 4, at max 5 years old, they are throwing stones at them. They are not doing anything. They're just picking things from their beaches. Maybe the debris, snacks that visitors dropped and things like that. But they are just throwing stones at the pigeon, and their parents don't even stop that. The same thing was happening at the bus stop. There's this probably like a 70-year-old elderly. He was throwing stone at a little kid. She was not doing anything, but he was throwing stone at the cat. And in America, especially center of big cities, we don't even see real muddy ground, right? Everything is covered with man-made concrete and things like that. There's no chance to contact animals or natures, especially in the urban area. So we are gradually getting away from nature and animals like this. But what we should not forget about is we are all living on this earth. We are born from the earth and going back to the earth as part of the nature. But we are forgetting we are part of the nature. As if we don't take a dump, or we don't take a pee, stuff like that. We are just animals with a little better memories, which we use to build our own civilizations and cultures and religions and philosophies and stuff like that. But dogs have better smells. Cheetahs have better muscles to run and stuff like that. This bigger brain with better memory is just one strong features this mankind has, and not that big deal. we should never forget about we are part of the nature. I'll tell you one example. Nowadays, Siri, cell phone device, you tell Siri something and she pretty much everything. Japanese are kind of good at creating the robots. Very recent one, have you ever seen that on the news? They look really like human beings and talk like one. So, and they progressively develop the information in their AI. Now, some people are trying to use such robots to make companionship with the lonely persons. I do not deny those people who research is in that area. That's great, which I can never accomplish myself. But I know around 1900, at the time, those kids born out of wedlock were placed in an institution because they are considered as some kind of shame for the family. 10 babies, and only one nurse was in charge. So, what happens? 1 to 10, high level of neglect, right? And in the end, I forget the exact numbers, but many of them die out of human touches and communications. And many of them mentally broke down. Even if you give them toys and stuffed animals, human beings being organic, only organic living beings can comfort human beings. We already know this answer long time ago. If our world today is wrong and it is heading towards dead end and some kind of man-made apocalypse, the reason is sectionalism, which was pretty much developed by excessive capitalism, which made human beings buyers, way more materialistic. So now all they think about is buy, and they are losing the ability to think. Biophobia. We are afraid of all the other kinds of animal beings. And now we are getting afraid of other people of different skin colors and people of other countries too. This biophobia is making us lose our own identity, who was born as part of nature. And these two things are bringing us to a direction that is off of what this organic earth has been coming and was programmed to go to. Sectionalism and biophobia are two major things that are wronging today's world. I would like you to know, okay? Very limit the number of super elite, like 1% of the population, are taking over this whole world. They don't care. They are deserting and probably wishing to exterminate all those lower level people, including me. Okay? That's why we are not feeling the happiness as we used to. World is becoming indirect, so that we have to go through the system those super elite established. We cannot do things directly like we used to before. We touch something that we want to touch. We got first get through this artificial system. And all these things are making us unhappy. I would like you to share my understanding from my studies and experiences. I would like to share the same feelings with you and make you a little bit happier. And with the more happy people on this earth, we can change the world. And this Samurai channel is all about it. So if you do feel the same way, please click the ending Dr. Samurai logo or yellow and green power spot logo. Either way, let's make this network bigger so that it covers the globe and this world is covered by more of a good-hearted people to protect our good lives and good values. Okay? I want to upload at least a couple, but I'm not sure when at this moment. So even for that, I would like you to click this subscription logo to get notified when it was uploaded. Okay? So have a wonderful time. Till next time. Bye bye now.